Aloo ka paratha? Wow, that is one dish I think all Indians love it. It is such a relishing dish, but it comes with lot of hard work. Sometimes your dough is not proper, sometimes the aloo ka mixture is not proper, that is it a bit soggy. So what happens? Your rolling pin and the shelf becomes dirty. But now no more. Why? Because I have come out with an instant aloo ka paratha. Yes, welcome to Magic in My Food. This is Jyoti Dalmia and today we are going to make instant aloo ka paratha which you are going to love it. So let's begin with it. So for the instant aloo ka paratha, I am going to first, yes, the main ingredient, that is the hero of the dish, is aloo, that is your potatoes. I am going to just remove the skin of it and I am going to grate it. No, I want an instant method. Grating is also a pain, but you can grate if you don't have a chopper or a food processor. So I am taking a chopper and here I have taken the potatoes, that is your raw potatoes of which the skin has been removed, and I am just slicing it and chopping it into small pieces, and I am going to chop it, or you can say I am going to pulse it. You can grate it even if you don't have a chopper or a food processor, and after chopping or after churning it, it looks like this. See, perfectly churned into small fine pieces. I am going to just transfer this into a big bowl, yes, because I have to prepare the mixture of it. And now I am going to add the other ingredients. Here goes some ginger, some green chilies that you can add according to your taste. If you like more, you can add more. Some coriander leaves, that is finely chopped coriander leaves, goes inside it. And now I am going to add some finely chopped onions. Yes, I love onions, so you can add onion as much as you want. I like it a bit more, so I am adding a good quantity of onion, that is finely chopped onion, goes into it, and I am going to give it a magic mix so that all the ingredients get mixed up properly. And now I am going to add the spices. So here comes the salt, which will enhance the flavor, or it is it is the main ingredient of any dish, salt or sugar. Some red chili powder goes into it. This will add color to my paratha even, and also it will enhance the flavor. And some roasted cumin powder. Here goes the carom seeds, that adds a beautiful taste to the aloo ka paratha. Here some mango powder, this is your dried mango powder, also called amchur powder. I have added that and give it a magic mix so that the salt works on the potatoes and also on the onions, and the water will seep out, and also plus your potatoes won't get that brown color. So just mix it up properly, and now I am going to add the other ingredients. So aloo ka paratha, and without wheat it's not possible. So here I am adding the wheat flour. Yes, drop the wheat flour into it. Now I am going to drop some water in it and some oil or ghee, whatever you prefer, you can add that according to your choice. And I am going to give a magic mix. See, it requires water, but I am going to add some more, but before that I'll just give it a mix so that to see how much water it can absorb more. So now I am going to add that extra water. I want a thick batter so that it tastes like the paratha. If I make a thin batter, it would taste like a chilla. So I don't want a chilla, I want a paratha flavor. So I am going to add little bit of water and make the batter quite thick. Yes, that is the main tip, and you have to take care. You want a thick batter, just like a dough which is difficult to roll out. Now I am going to add some baking soda into it. Yes, that will enhance the taste even, and also it will fluff up my aloo ka paratha. So mix it up properly, give it a good magic mix. See, can you see the thickness of the batter? This is the type of batter I require. So my batter is done, and now I've heated a griddle pan. I'm going to grease with ghee or oil. I'm greasing with ghee. You can grease with oil even, whatever you like. But aloo ka paratha has a beautiful, it goes well with ghee. If you add ghee, the flavor enhances more. But if you are diet conscious, then go for oil. Now I am going to drop a spoonful of batter. See, can you see the consistency is quite thick? So here I am dropping a spoonful of batter onto the griddle pan. Here goes the first, the second. It all depends upon the size of your pan. If you have a smaller pan, you can make single. I prefer cooking. I hate standing in the kitchen and cooking for a long time. So I try to have things which makes my life easier. I basically have big tawas so that it becomes easier for me to cook 2 to 3 pieces at a time. So now I have taken a spoon and I have greased it. I have greased the back of the spoon so it becomes easier for me to spread it. Yes, with the greased spoon or the greased back, you can spread the mixture. Try to make it as much round. Mine is not so round, but doesn't matter. You are better than me. At this juncture, keep the flame of the stove at low. Now after spreading it out, I am going to sprinkle some oil over it. That is your ghee, oil, whatever you like, you can sprinkle that, so that it has a beautiful golden color. It's get cooked up to a beautiful golden color. And now I'm going to let it cook for at least 3 to 4 minutes on medium to high flame. Yes, on medium to high flame I'm going to cook for 3 to 4 minutes. And after 3 to 4 minutes, I'm going to just flip it over. So here I'm turning all the pieces one by one. See how beautiful golden color it has taken. This is the perfect color I like. See, I'm going to turn all the pieces one by one. Tap it a bit so that it becomes a bit flattened paratha. See. That one is not round. You try to make it round. I am not a skilled cook, you can say that. And I know it even. Now again grease with some oil. So after cooking for another 3 to 4 minutes, I am going to toss and turn. Not toss, I am going to turn the parathas. See, it's cooked. So I am trying to now, after cooking, what happens? Why am I turning and let it cook for at least 30 seconds more? Why? Because so it becomes crispy. So it is cooked. I'm applying some ghee or oil, whatever you want to use, and I'm going to cook it from both the sides so that it becomes crispy. You love crispy aloo ka paratha. So this is how you make your instant aloo ka paratha cooked. Just see, within 10 minutes you are able to cook 3 small parathas. So easily, there is no mess even. This is what the best part of it. It's done. So now I am going to just take it out in a plate. Shut the stove. You want to cook more, you can cook more parathas out of the batter. So here I am taking out onto a plate. These are my crispy aloo ka paratha and it's done. My mouth is watering. Seriously, I just want to have a bite, but before that I have to finish the video of this instant aloo ka paratha. Doesn't it look beautiful? It looks delicious, perfectly cooked. And now I am going to plate it. I am so happy. So here goes the first one, here goes the second one, and the third one. I am serving this aloo ka paratha with some curd, some pickle. I am serving this with the red chili pickle. You can use any pickle you want, or without pickle also you can serve. And some butter. Yes, I know it's quite fattening, but aloo ka paratha tastes delicious with butter, white or yellow. That is your salted or unsalted butter. It tastes yum. So here comes the tasting time, and I've picked up a crispy portion of the paratha, a small bite with the curd. This goes inside my mouth. So if you want to enjoy this instant paratha, go and make this so easy instant paratha and forget about those painful. Just go and make these parathas. But before that, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and post comments and queries, because this motivates me to come out with delicious recipes. Thank you.